Hello, what's so funny? Welcome to my dog, Baby Loke.
Yeah.
What's up, Baby Loke? What's up,
happening,
man?
loved one? What's happening,
Good
world?
to have you on the show, player.
Good to be here with your big ass.
Big baby. Why they call you baby? You look grown as hell.
Ooh. Why they call you Chunn, you fat bastard?
Oh, okay.
See, getting
we got jokes.
See?
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
See, he don't like that.
He don't like that.
Baby
like
Loke,
that.
tell us about what you do and how you do it and when you gonna do it next.
I'm a recording artist for Buddy Boy Entertainment. That's the legendary Cocaine from a Butter Laws label.
Okay.
NWA era.
Cocaine.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So we doing some shows, putting some records out and everything, making shit pop off, man.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight. So what I understand is you and Pman actually shot a video together.
Yeah, that's that
recently.
crazy shit. Yesterday we shot a video for this track I did with my homeboy Cool Boy and Ty D from the West Coast Pop Lockers.
Cool Boy and Ty D?
Yeah, and I showed up to the scene and shit, and Pman over there fucking with people.
Yeah, they had me and that man doing a little comedy relief for it, though, you know what I mean? So
you was doing like some sketch comedy?
Nah, I was
like
acting.
That nigga was doing some real comedy. That nigga was funny as fuck.
You were doing stand-up or characters?
No stand-up, man. All action.
This nigga was jumping in and out of everybody's scene.
Yeah, I was taking it over.
Okay, who were you playing? Like, what was your skilo?
Well, it was, we set it up so, I was supposed to be like that buster just coming out. They was all kind of.
So you were a buster?
Yeah, I'm some dude trying to get put on to their group, right?
Okay.
They all kind of standing around
so you
doing
like a Mark-ass.
I don't know about Mark, but I'm trying to get put on, so I ain't gonna be no Mark and nothing. I ain't doing that.
You a Vic. You was like a Vic.
I ain't doing that, but you know what I mean? I play or no play. I ain't doing that.
So now, what was your character? So was you retarded or slow?
Nah, I'm out the loop. You know what I'm saying? The dude sitting there, they got the little Cody Sack meeting going on.
He was like old Eddie Kane trying to get back in.
Yeah, trying to get put on.
So you was like an alcoholic or something?
I wish.
I mean, in the scene.
That would have been an upgrade.
Man,
I gotta see this video.
Video be on. Who that coming in now? We got people looking.
We got a studio. We got studio guest.
Staring at us, man. I thought he was
we have a guest audience today, so
I thought he was a peeping
Tom.
But it was cool though, my man. It was a good scene, man. It was a beautiful scene. It was a car show. Everybody, it was a gang of brothers up in there. It was a good vibe, man. Mexicans, everybody, women, children. It was good food.
You
good
said
vibe.
Mexicans, everybody.
I said Mexican children.
Nah, you said Mexicans.
Where I come from, we don't get too many brothers in one spot, man, without somebody tripping.
Amount of people, we say Mexican.
Yeah, it was all love. It was all love out there. The Black and Brown
beautiful,
came
man.
together, did the car show.
That's beautiful. That's
real cool.
Performances. It was cool.
Yeah, it was real cool, man. And, we did the thing. It was like 128 degrees out there, but I mean, we still maintain black people.
Yeah, I think I got 3 shades dark, and I'm still light.
Man, I was getting cooked. I mean, you ever get so like sweating with a crack of the sweat go down your ass, and you just like, ooh.
Okay,
he gets sweaty like that going to the bathroom.
I just got a text from somebody trying to hear the show that the show isn't coming on, and only white pop kind of music is playing.
Oh no!
Is this true, or is somebody clowning us?
Who playing games?
Tell them to turn it on right now. It's on you. You live?
Yeah, we good.
Okay,
so what was that, practice?
I don't know.
We keeping that.
Did that happen? Because because they letting me know. They say this is what they're hearing.
See, somebody need to talk to us now. We don't know what's going on. I called it.
I'm just trying to say because they could be wrong and we could actually be on. What's so funny?
See, that ain't right. Oh, look at that. See, look at that.
What is that?
That's somebody telling us something.
What they telling you?
He's saying, this dude from Arizona saying you need to change your shirt. For real.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So the show is on?
I don't know. dude talking about the shirt.
Okay, so if somebody really said that, that means they can see us.
Nah.
Okay, that's not true. You're joking?
I don't know. Nah, ain't nobody. I don't know. What we got going on here, man? We floating around. What's the deal? Talk to his booth. Big brother. The brother up in the bub.
If we're on, ladies and gentlemen, this is like what's so funny, and I know that picture of Baby Loke is pretty hilarious right there.
He was like Ice Cube.
I mean, look
brother.
at that. His hair looked like a giant slide for kids. All you need is a burlap sack, and you can slide down his pump waves.
That's real pimpish. That's something you would never know about.
Ooh.
He look like pimps up, hoes down, like he,
If you got finger waves, it would just be one finger.
He look like the sharpest dude that work at the car wash. Like he washing all their cars.
Let him have it.
That's Baby Loke, y'all. One of the biggest stars in America. This dude is like, I mean, we met a long time ago,
How long you been doing, you been spitting, man? How long you been doing your thing?
I've been doing music, man, for like 20 years. Been doing music for 20 years, hooked up with cocaine like 9 years ago, and really been pushing it the last 3 years.
Now, cocaine is actually a dude Just in case y'all wonder, you know what I mean? He was like cocaine. So.
Are we on?
This dude don't know nothing. Look at this dude. He over here.
Yeah, he just came
smiling.
from Starbucks.
See?
He's seen some black folks and followers.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. Do something with yourself, man. You're standing there smiling.
Like
Go somewhere and do something. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like Donnie Osmond.
Looking like an undercover, like you need to go
like
somewhere.
Donnie
Smiling.
Clark
Who that dude? We got some dude in the booth, man. Dude in the booth, man. He look like he undercover, man. We don't know what we're going to say.
So this show is called What's So Funny, and this is a radio show based on stand-up comedy. We got callers calling in, so get ready for that. I got D. Militant, nationally known comedian D. Militant. He's been on Showtime, HBO, BET.
Is he always like that?
Jam.
Is he always like that? Just like,
What do
you
you mean?
like his stand-up?
Oh, like aggressive?
Yeah,
he's always aggressive.
I mean, he just like,
he's
get a burger.
He's
White
cynical.
devil. I mean,
he's opinionated. He's irreverent.
Yeah.
He's short. He got a Napoleon complex.
Dude.
And he's militant. He used to wear dashikis and sandals. You know, I think he was a Hells or something. What was the people that would save people in L.A.? You know, they wore the berets.
Oh, you talking about the Angels or whatever?
The Hells Angels?
Yeah,
It said the Hells Angels.
The Guardian Angels.
The Hells Angels. They ain't doing it.
They wasn't saving your ass.
Hells Angels, boy.
Okay.
They ain't saving. They might rob your ass, but they ain't gonna save you.
Yeah, he looked like little Huey Newton, you know, with some skinny jeans.
But he kind of darker than Huey, though.
Yeah, he black as hell. I mean, he dark. He's dark. He kind of crispy.
Hey, check it out, yo. We got Cool Boy on the phone right now.
Oh, what up, Cool Boy?
Boston some more.
What's up, man? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we good, man. How you doing, bro? It's Cool Boy. What's happening, bro?
What's Pop Locker? Who I'm talking to now?
Come on, man.
It's Tommy Chunn, the comedian, up in this beard.
You might even know my man right here. Spit to him.
What's happening, cool boy Pop Lock? This baby Loc, homie.
Man, all my partners is in the house tonight. It's a party going down over there, and the Pop Lockers ain't there, homie.
Yeah, I guess.
I know, man. We need to have y'all live in the studio, pop locking.
Pop locking and all that.
You know what I mean? Breaking knees and ACL caps.
All that good stuff.
Oh, man.
Only popping going on right now is Tommy's hips.
You trying to cap on
did you hear what Baby Loc just said? The only thing popping is my hips. It's like, dude, you're out of jail. Okay?
Right.
This is free life.
We online, so get up and walk across the room and let everybody in the world see that motherfucker pop.
See, but
let me go.
we ain't gonna deal with my hips.
Anyway, Cool Boy, we appreciate you calling up. Talk to us, man. What you doing, man? Let us know who Cool Boy is. What's going on in your world, bro?
Oh, y'all already know, man. You know what Cool Boy do. Right now, matter of fact, man, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there on the air and let everybody know, homie, I'm representing the king of Pop Lock. I didn't stutter when I said that, homie. I said the king. That means I'm sitting on the throne, homie, with this damn thing. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. So when's the next events, man? What's going on? How can we get a hold of you and see what you're doing, bro? Talk to us.
Man, right now we got a website put together, man. Reverb Nation. WestCoastPopLockers.com, and the next show, man, is I believe next month on the 20th. Matter of fact, in Santa Ana at the convention center with Ronnie Hudson.
That's what's up.
Is Baby Loc gonna be there?
Huh?
Is Baby Loc on that show?
Man, Baby Loc will run with us. Man, it's all good, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Baby Loc. You know, you can carry their luggage or something. You know.
Tommy can put my name in there so you can get a free ticket.
Yeah, I want to come with Baby Loc. I want to reggae rap with him. Oh, done shot it. I'm under mercy.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Hey, Baby Loc.
Yeah.
Can you spit that hook, man? That pop locking hook for us right now?
You want me to do that?
Do that.
Yeah, come on, do that for him.
Everyone round the world so pop lock love, kicking and waving their grind, tutting with their glove on a mission, and they come to pop it so them I go show. They ain't ready for that big homie. They ain't ready for that.
Hey, tell them how we did them yesterday with that one right there, didn't we?
Oh, they ain't know what to do up there, man.
I'm sorry I missed y'all stuff, man. I had to get out of there after I did my little skit with you, man. But that was real. That was mad. That was real
I
cool.
heard it was off the hook, man. I wish I'd have been there.
Oh, no, P-Man, you always show love, man. I'm starting to feel like I can't shoot a pop-locking video without you there now, man. That's going to be my thing.
Yeah.
You know, me and you got that connection, homie, like Ice Cube and Mike Epps. That's what we are in this world right now, homie. That's
let's do it.
So, P-Man pop lock?
I can't.
Yeah, well, I mean,
hey, P-Man, why don't you pop lock?
Get up and show them how you get down, homie.
Hey, tell him to do that dance he did.
Go ahead, pop like.
Break that one down that you did. There you go. Yeah, break that one down.
Boy, I get my boy.
Hey, do the hydraulic. Do the hydraulic.
They ain't ready for that.
They ain't ready for the hydraulic.
They ain't ready for that, man.
He over here looking like he got roaches in his pocket.
You don't know about that.
Oh, no.
You don't know about that.
Yeah, pop like he got ringworm.
Nah, cool boy, man. We gotta get you back down here, man, so you can do some stuff. Bring the boys and then you set it up in this studio, man. Make some
Yeah,
noise
we
up
need
in.
to get it cracking in here.
For real.
It's all good, man. Invite me anytime, man. Let me bring the rest of the crew.
Yeah,
you know,
bring
Patty
the business too.
Bone, homie, Marty McFly, Lolo.
Yeah, all the boys. Let them know, man. What's up? This is how we do on here. This is, you know, what's so funny is rolling out this way. You know what I'm saying? We just showing you love and stuff.
Man, I appreciate that, man. That's that pop like love.
Yeah, man. I met Cool Boy a while back, man. He had some shows going on. He put me on, man. It's been cool ever since, man. I love this dude, man. He's real cool, professional, cool, homie, all that good stuff. And the brother can dance his ass off, so it's all
Which
good.
is why
man.
we made Geico.
So it's all good.
Thank you, homie.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
that.
Well, thanks for calling in, my man. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, pop like love to y'all.
Much
All right,
love,
man,
cool
one
boy.
love.
Get at me.
That's what's up.
Thanks.
That's what and we talk about what's so funny, but you know, what's so funny is also what's so talented. You know, we into talent period, but we focus mostly on comedy. And you know, we got a really world-renowned comedian, D Militant, that's gonna call us real soon, coming up. But let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts of stand-up comedy.
Ah, man, I mean, as a promoter slash producer slash comedian, some of the pros and cons about it. I mean, it seems like San Diego comedians versus L.A. comedians. I don't know, it's weird because L.A. comedians, they just seem like I don't even know how to say this without stinging someone, but it just seems like L.A. They hungry. They ain't got time for no nonsense. They trying to get it in.
Who, L.A. comics?
Seem like L.A. comics is about business. Seem like California guys, we seem like we're still messing around. We don't seem
Wait a
like,
minute. L.A. comics, you said they're about the business, but San Diego comics are messing around?
It seems like some of the from some of the comics I've been dealing with, just seems like they're more into other.
Now that's
nonsense.
interesting. That's a Southern California perspective because to me, even LA comics are soft. New York comedians to me are more on top of it. They're more aggressive. You go to New York, you can't lay back like LA, like San Diego. Like half the comics I done met here are 3/4 would have get booed off in New York. You got to be on it. Can't be no dead spaces.
Well, it seems
you got to
like-
have energy, punchlines. You got to have stories. You got to have an act. People, you know, stand-up comedy is more of a staple on the East Coast. You know, I mean, just like here, if you go to a wedding, there's going to be a band. Well, back there's going to be a comic.
Right.
Also.
But what I'm saying is,
And a DJ.
It seems like some of the comics out here don't want to put. They think they don't need to put in work. Like they.
And
like
what
they
kind
just,
of work are you talking about?
I mean,
because the stand-up comedians, when you say put in work,
I'm
there's
talking
a
about
lot of different dimensions to that. What do you mean?
If you're a new comedian or something like that, and you don't know me, I don't know you. You gotta do everything possible to get your name out there. No one knows you, so you gotta promote. You gotta take any show you can. Study your art. I mean, there's no such thing as like I'm not doing this type of show when you're trying to come on. It's just about the hunger. It just seems it seems like a lot of dudes feel like they already should be somewhere. And they should be known already after a couple years into it. And I just think, you know.
Well, that's the problem with Hollywood. See, Hollywood, you can be a new comic and get on television real fast, and a lot of people see you real quick.
Right.
And your career will be bigger than your talent, meaning you'll be more popular than the amount of material you'll have. So you'll start getting dates to headline places, but you don't have enough material. True. Old school comedy comedians, to have a strong 30 minutes, you need an hour of comedy. Because things happen in that window when you're standing on stage that you can't control. There's an ambiguity in the gray area.
Being properly prepared is one thing, but it's feeling like you got to feel like you have to grind and hustle regardless, no matter what.
Well, look, man, McDonald's even still has commercials. Yeah. I mean, you got to constantly promote yourself. It's a constant grind. And stand-up comedy, you know, you might ebb and flow and have peaks in your career, but it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And it's a process.
Indeed.
That's
what anything.
learn.
The music, I'm sure you can contest to that.
Show that.
You just got to be in there like, you know, you're going to be having some shows. There's going to be some dubs.
Yeah, like a process, like Baby Loke's hair. It looked like he got a process. But, you know, it's almost like his hair, he a gangster with a scrunchie, you know.
I got you.
You're a weirdo.
So my point is, like, Baby Loke is not a stand-up comic, but he's funnier.
I'm not a comic
than
at all.
Most comedians I know, just naturally off the cuff, you know. True. And if you grow up looking like he looked, you're gonna have to think of some jokes.
And if you're around Tommy a lot, you got a lot of jokes.
Yeah, you
Looking
know what
at
I mean?
your ass.
That little Hitler mustache.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine Hitler doing reggae chant?
Your beard look like ass hair.
Lightness Horton, lighten on the mercy.
Ah, you said
I'm flying, flying the mercy. What I want.
Oh my God, I love it. That's what's up. So
No.
yeah. So overall, man, I just think some dudes just feel like they get to a certain point. Like, let's say I do a show, you do a show, and there's only 2 people in there, right? And it's not a big turnout, whatever. It didn't work out the way you thought it was. Them 2 people still gonna get the best I got.
Show that.
Okay, now let me
Show
explain
that.
this to you. There's headliners and then there's headliners. See, headlining is 2 different things. You can have the chops to do an hour and a half set and be funny the whole
Now
time.
that's on your side because you
Now,
kind of
that's-
got to the headline stage. We'll get to that.
That's headlining, being able to be booked as a headliner. But being able to be booked as a headliner, meaning you got the time on stage, doesn't really mean you're a headliner. See, headliner means you have the marquee value as well. Meaning you can draw, you can put asses in seats.
Right. That's what I'm saying as far as like me on the amateur side of it, because you're professional, so you looking for a certain thing.
Yeah,
on the amateur side, I see a lot of comics that come out there and they see a little bit of people in the stands and they feel like they shouldn't give it their all. I don't care if it's one dude out there, he gonna get the best I got, and I'm gonna come at him hard and be like, hopefully this dude walk out and tell that dude tell somebody, next thing you know it's on. But some comics, I'm dealing with some of these comics where they come out there, they feel, nah, man, you still owe this dude something, you know what I mean? Get that dude something, bless him with your jokes, keep it moving, and then shit'll work out, you know what I mean?
Well,
That's real. I mean,
Yeah.
'cause I do the same thing. No matter how many's in the crowd, they came to see you perform.
Yeah, I'm
Whether
there.
it's, whether
Don't
it's
cheat me.
60,000 or 2 people.
well, yeah,
Still do your thing.
Yeah, being a professional, you're gonna follow through and you're gonna do what you do, no matter how many people are
But what
there.
he's saying is some people don't have that professionalism with their shit.
Oh, you talking about just professionalism as a performer?
Some of the guys, some of these comics, I ain't gonna put nobody's names out there, but a
Well,
handful of these
I'll
dudes.
say somebody's name. Nah.
Woodrow, Finger Roll, Nelson.
You know what I'm saying? But
This nigga be
I would
tripping.
say this. There are promoters in the comedy game who say they comedians, but they not really comedians.
Right.
To be a comedian, see, a comedian and a comic is 2 different things. A comedian is a funny person who says things in a funny way. They just funny. A comic is somebody who sits there and thinks of funny things to say.
Or do. Like
when
that shirt
you
you put on.
telegraph it in. You know what I mean? Where with you're not a comic. Like, you show up and you funny. When they look at your face, you funny. You don't have to try. And I don't know if that means something wrong with you. I think that's something right with you. You look like Nick Van Exel's cousin. Like you didn't form all the way in the uterus.
That could be the case. That's cute.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
know what I mean? You like Nick Van Exel's.
You got them
alter
spaghetti shorts
ego.
on, man. Them old Fast Times Richmond Hot shorts on.
Okay, now this is what it's called bagging, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this is
You know what I mean? Like P-Man, I like to.
ass
The
16-year-old
whole
shirt
problem
on.
is I don't wanna
got that young
condescend
fat-ass
to
shirt on.
P-Man. That means to talk
You gotta
down
go in
to
there
P-Man.
and get another shirt, man, because that shirt didn't go up yet. That's half-ass shirt. I'm just saying, man.
You like you got on a pajama top.
That's cute.
You know your son gives you hand-me-ups. You and him the same
He
size.
gonna give me all the about 20 years worth of them shits. I don't care.
That's
I ain't
all
in it.
right.
I got that shield on. I don't
Your
get that,
earrings look like liquor store
man. I don't
jewelry.
get that. Look at that. Look at that. Man, go on with that boot fan
This is
bam
some
junk you wearing, man.
comedy-based thing.
That ain't not, no.
No, this is. This
What
is
is that?
comedian.
What purpose does that serve?
It's a comedian named Trezay. She opens for Cat Williams, and she gave me this.
That whole story you told me is bullshit, man. Get out of it. There's no comedian named No, man. You
Hey,
can
that
put
shit's so tight on his arm, I thought he was going to give himself an IV.
Listen, man, your teeth so
Man, that-
yellow. You got a job at the movie theater
That's
spitting on
okay.
popcorn.
That's okay. I get that. I don't want to chase that.
Uh-huh.
I don't, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So listen. But here's a do and a don't do of stand-up.
Talk to me.
You know, I just did the Hollywood Laugh Factory this past Sunday, Chocolate Sunday. And, it's a lot of vets on the show, but what's most important, a fundamental thing is stick to your time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, because it's not just about you. A lot of comics get on and they say do 7 minutes or do 10 minutes, and by the time they get to 10, if you're a good comic, you're going to be ripping it.
Right.
And your natural reflex is going to be to keep going. You know, it's almost like sex. She'd say, you can hit it, but don't come in me. But once you get to that point, it's hard not to. You know what I mean? So you tell the promoter, I just want to do
You
10
skeet
minutes.
all up in the
Just let me
shit.
put the head in. But once you start beating that audience up,
Skeet all over
you
there.
gonna want to just go all the way.
You might as well
and just
just-
make them take it
just
in the
skeet.
face. But she say, pull out now.
No.
Because when the light comes on, you have to wrap your setup.
Yeah.
I don't care how hard you are, you got to wrap that up. I don't care how
You run the light a lot?
intoxicated with. Funny, have I run the light a lot? In my career when I was younger, I ran the light a few times.
Yeah.
And then I stopped doing that and got off. Then once they gave me a little carte blanche, I would run it a little bit. But I didn't run it yesterday. I didn't run the light.
So what's the good about the comedy scene that you just? I mean, when it's all said and done, if your career and shit was said and done, and you went to the pearly gates tomorrow, what could you look back and say this is the coolest shit about comedy in your whole time doing comedy?
The coolest thing about comedy for me is like it was therapeutic. I mean, growing up in Detroit, dealing with all the things there were to deal with, dysfunctional Negroes, racism, poverty, lack of jobs, lack of money, lack of direction, I mean, how do you come up out of that? I took all my lemons in life and made them lemonade by making jokes about it. Talking about my family, talking about myself, talking about my situation, talking about the environment.
Right.
Therapy. It's like therapy. You know what I'm saying? And so.
Did you just come up with that shit?
Yeah, I just did that. I just did that.
He said, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah.
I did that. See, I'm sweet. I'm dope.
Man, get
They're happy. And so that's me back in the day in 1990, the end of
That
1990.
jacket.
That was my first Def Comedy Jam.
That was his prom picture.
Man,
Yeah,
look at
you
that.
remember that? This is Jack. You know what I'm saying?
And your lineup
What's up,
wasn't
dog?
right.
That's what you got on it.
Look at that. Is that
They never finished robbing me
What's up with
because
your
I didn't know
lineup?
what Jack
Hey,
meant.
that's his baby picture at the hospital.
What's up with your lineup though? That's like the.
He ain't got one.
Man, that was the high top fade back
He got a lot.
then.
He got a hot.
That's what everybody was rocking.
That
And
look like
the
the-
airbrush
no,
Gucci.
high
That
top
look,
fade.
That look like the
you-
symbol on the Mark V.
Look like the McDonald's symbol.
That look like Speed Racer's M on his hood.
it looked like somebody done pissed me off.
It looked like you pissed your barber off.
But I was going, yo, this is the Jack. You know what
Nah,
I
he
mean?
look clean. Boy, come clean on his boy.
Nah,
He
this
just look
is
retarded.
This is like my Cedric's roommate look.
See, that's that old
This
straight.
is like Steve Harvey and them.
That's the same shirt he got on right now.
Look at that.
I'm a little older in this shot. A lot
got
older,
that
actually. I still look
pinstripe.
good, though.
That look like some.
I got a great ball
dating
fade
service
on
shit.
there.
That look like you on some dating service shit.
But that's dope. That's Rodney Perry, the comedian's old sport jacket. Y'all know Rodney Perry.
No.
Yeah, so that's Pman right there, looking like he got Down syndrome.
Oh, he look like Tigger.
Look at that. That neck look
He
good.
look like Tigger. He look like
He
Tigger.
finna start
You know
freestyling.
what
this stuff.
Tigger rhymes with?
Leroy, right?
Tigger sounds like Trigger.
That fade look good. One of the boy,
Man, your head look like a question mark.
I don't know, man. That boy look clean right
He
there.
look like some midgets beat you with a sock full of nickels.
See. They see how they be getting that.
You
in
look
there.
like you do
I be
Dennis
trying to fit in.
Robbins' shopping and his
See, look at that, boy.
his
They
laundry.
say, here, boy, you get lumped up a few times, boy. They think you ain't gonna get up, start swinging at them, boy. I tell you, boy, about to get it on, boy. I tell you. But yeah,
Look
man.
confused, like you like thinking of your next joke.
I was looking at Tommy. Another dude had a shirt like you had on, man. I was like, ooh.
Don't Tommy look like
You
a
like you
stand-in
just
for Rick
rolled out
Ross.
of bed and went on stage. Like you didn't even
Can you
wash
breathe?
up.
Your neck is getting cut off right there. That shit is tight as hell. Can you breathe around that shit?
Okay, we got some callers calling in soon. We're looking for that.
Yeah.
So
Break
so,
us out.
So P man, let me ask you this. What was your highest moment on your last stand up set?
Highest moment?
Yeah, like my last stand up set, I did a show last night in the Laugh Factory, Hollywood. And the second show, because there's two shows on Chocolate Sunday, there's a 8 o'clock and a 10:30 show. And on my second show, there was a bunch of Arabs in the front right there. You know, young Arabs. The chicks were fine as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm on the stage doing my thing. And so you know how sometimes when people start talking about their bill or whatever, or they talking, you can hear them. But when they were talking, everybody could hear them because they were like, and I was like, hold on. Y'all just going to talk during the show? Like, y'all, we can hear y'all. Like, how do you whisper Persian?
So, I forgot the question.
No, it was
Oh,
the
no, nigga,
highest
just-
point in that set. So what I'm saying is, I was doing my act, but I got to a point where something happened, and I had to think on my feet in the moment, and I made that into the biggest blow up I had because the audience knew I was ad-libbing right there, and it wasn't my act. You know what I'm saying? So to me, my jokes are like a diving board to me being funny in the moment.
So you want to know like my highest moment on stage
yeah,
as far as
when
like
you're
me ad-libbing?
not on the branch anymore of your jokes. You have flown from your safety net, and you just thinking in the moment right then. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no, you didn't plan nothing.
That just happened.
It just happened.
That just happened.
Hey, fellas, we got D Militant on the line.
Oh wait, we'll come back to you. Got your man on the line. D Militant, what up?
We got D Militant on the line.
Yeah, hell yeah, you got him on the line.
What's up, D Militant? What's up?
Tommy Chunn sounded like fun.
Yeah, that's me, Tommy Chunn like fun. If you don't get it right, I got a gun, so you better run. I don't look Chinese because I've been out in the sun. Ask me if I have any credit. No, I have none.
You see what I did, fellas? I gave him a straight line. It just runs up the road with the shit. That's the way it goes. Oh, can we curse?
Yeah, you can say what you want. Can you turn him up a little bit, DJ Swole? Can you swell the volume?
Swole him up.
Welcome to What's So Funny. This is a stand-up comedy-based radio show, D Militant, where we talk about what's going on in the industry, comedians,
that was funny.
Behind the scene and everything. Oh, can you see a picture, D Militant? Are you watching or just calling in?
I'm just calling in. Do you want me to send a picture?
No, we have a picture of you up on the monitor here because we have
a picture of you in traffic
We have viewers who watch the show as well.
They got you here, and
we'll be up on YouTube later.
They gave us here.
So
yeah, probably. No, I can't do jury duty because I'm a felon. If you're a felon, they won't let you do jury duty, so that's kind of cool. So I advise anybody out there, go commit a felony so you ain't got to sit with the motherfuckers for weeks.
Is that why I haven't been called lately?
Yeah, probably. You know, that child molestation charge just won't go nowhere, Tommy.
Yeah.
Why are you telling us what we did?
You and Pete
Why are you telling the world what we did? So you like one of the brothers to tell on your boy.
Hey, man, I just put the bitch in the car. You the one that started playing anyway.
Yeah, that tie you got on in that picture look like you a molester. So it's the Stars in Black. It's the shot of you in front of the Stars in Black red carpet thing with your beret on.
Oh, yeah, that was actually a fun event. You know, Thea Vidal told me what y'all had done at that night. But anyway.
Yeah, you got that look on your face in the picture like you trying to coerce some young white women to come to your room or something.
No, last time I coerced white women, you told everybody about it, so I don't fuck with white bitches no more.
Coerced.
Stay away from them devils.
Yeah, coerced. It's like Patty Hearst.
Yeah, you besmirched my name, nigga.
You publish books. You have a lot of published writing, huh?
Yeah, I do a lot of ghostwriting of books right now, too, so there might be books you have read that I actually wrote, but it don't have my name on it. You know, you ever heard of Treasure Island and, you know, Catcher in the Rye, shit like that? I'm that nigga.
Oh, you wrote Treasure Island.
Yeah, that was me.
And Robinson
Crusoe. In another life, yeah.
Yeah, so you was like Alan Langston's man.
I actually wrote the book of Luke, you know.
You wrote the book of Luke.
If you ever read the Bible, that was me
old. I knew you was old. You wrote the book of Luke. You know, we had to carbon date your face to figure out how old you were.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'll put it this way: I fucked Eve. That's how everybody came to be.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been incest. Come on, two people had a couple of kids, and then where did the Chinese come from? Two motherfuckers in the Garden of Eden, and then they had a couple of kids, and then you got Asians and all that shit. Get the fuck out of here. I know I'm offending a lot of people right now, but then they're trying to figure it out. It's like, damn, he's right. How the fuck did we get Asians?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's D Militant. D Militant, tell them when you and I met. Do you remember when D Militant and Tommy Chunn met?
Actually, I don't. Damn, nigga, you got a memory. You got to remember, I'm older than you. Methuselah babysitting my ass. So I do not remember. Where did we meet?
I didn't know it was Alzheimer's. I thought you had Bud Weisenheimer's.
That reminds me, I need to crack open something right now.
Yeah,
okay, keep talking. Keep talking.
I know we met
while I tie
back
down.
in L.A. back in the day. I think I was with Shang and Faison when I met you.
You were with both of them?
Yeah, I mean, we was at the comedy
you are
store.
A freaky motherfucker, Tommy.
Huh?
You were Faison and Shang, so you like it light and dark. You are a freaky dude.
Well, you ain't that light yourself, Blackie. I mean, I heard they cash
Yeah,
you
but
in
I'm not
movies
Al
that
Truber's
shade.
boot black. You don't ride by me and throw mail in my mouth because I'm so fucking black I'm blue. Credit to Marv Thomas.
Now, Faison is a little blacker, and he's large, too. So that's like
Yeah.
Eclipse.
You about the same.
I ain't no Faison size.
You ain't too far off it.
No, you are not
Okay,
Faison side.
That's what I
Faison
say with
is
P-Man.
big.
P-Man
But I would
is
not
like a
offend
more healthier
Faison because
P-Man.
Faison will take an unloaded gun out your fucking hand. And
So you don't know what he said.
Well, D. Militant, we met back in the day. We did Apollo together. We've done Comic View together. You were a producer on Comic View, right?
Right, I did do that, yeah.
And
When I should have been doing other shit, yeah, I was at BET.
it was at BET.
Yeah.
So we want to ask you, the topic of today's show is the do's and don'ts of stand-up comedy.
Pros and cons.
The pros,
Okay,
and, the pros
well-
and cons.
No, the dudes are actually study your craft, be funny, don't steal, respect your fellow comedians, respect the light. I mean, I can give you all that cliche shit. But the don'ts are, don't kill yourself.
So you said don't steal. What do you mean by don't steal?
Don't steal jokes. There's a group of comedians that feel it's okay to joke jack because it's old as time itself. But that's back in the old school comic days where they were going from town to town. There wasn't a lot of mass media. You just had like radio. And there was only a few motherfuckers on radio. So they thought if a joke, and Rodney Winfield told me this, they thought if a joke was good, that you could go around and you could tell a joke. It wasn't a big deal to them back then.
Uh-huh.
Our generation of comedians, the comedians before us, had television. So based on that, you didn't want nobody taking your doggone joke because it's hard to write a joke. I can't go and do a Tommy Chunn joke and people not know, man, I heard that before. That sounds like Tommy Chunn.
Right,
and it
right.
took you all that time to write it, and here I come just going ahead and bringing my tape recorder in the back room, going back, working your joke out, and then going all over the country getting laughs off of what you did. So that's why a lot of dudes get popped in their mouth for doing that. And as a writer, it offends me. They say, well, it's a form of flattery. How about a foot up your ass? Does that flatter you?
D. Militant, let me ask you a question.
Does that flatter your scrotum, motherfucker?
Let me ask you a question, D.
Yeah.
So explain to the world what stock material means. When somebody say that's a stock joke, what does that mean?
We really don't know where it came from, and usually it's usually an old joke. It could even go back to the minstrel era. That's how far some of the stock jokes go, and they just kind of twisted it. So it's kind of like public domain. You can't really identify it with anybody, which means you didn't write it. Other people have heard it before. They don't know where, but it means you're not a creative. Put it this way: you're a comic if you do stock jokes. You're not a comedian.
So,
and the difference is, I write for, I'll put it this way, performers. So I can make anybody a comic. I could write anybody 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes.
Right.
And they could be a comic and go up and tell all those jokes. But if somebody breaks a glass in the back of the room or some dude walks in with a bright yellow suit on, a comedian can work that for 15 minutes. A comic will just say, huh, look at that guy, and then go right back to the act.
Right. So a comedian says things in a funny way. That's just a funny person that says things that are funny. A comic says things to be funny.
Right. They need funny things to say.
Like Bernie Mac
because
could
they're not
say
naturally
anything.
funny.
Like, am I right, D. Militant? Bernie Mac could say anything and be funny. He didn't have to tell a joke. He could just say, we're in the studio, got the lights on, and the TV with Baby Low sitting on the couch, trying to like that.
He could read the ABCs, and it would be funny because of the way Bernie Mac was saying.
Exactly, because he's a funny dude. He's got a funny style. He's just funny. Yeah. So actually, stock material is material somebody wrote one day, and a bunch of comics stole it. And that's so many comics stole that joke, it became stock, right?
Right.
So there's no such thing as stock material, which goes back to saying you got to keep writing, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff going on. I mean, George Zimmerman, there's going to be a stock George Zimmerman joke that is going to come out of all of this, and everybody's going to go around telling it, and that'll make it stop. Because whoever came up with it initially either wasn't a big enough name, or they didn't do it in front of enough people, or a big name comic heard it and took it on TV. But everybody who saw that small time comedian do it knows it ain't the big time comedian's joke, so they figure, fuck it, let me do the joke too. Michael Collier does a lot of stock jokes, admittedly.
Right, he does.
He will tell you he does old jokes.
He does, but he does it in his own way.
He does it in the way where he still give homage to the joke.
He gives homage to the jokes by saying that it's an old joke, and he gives homage to it by his excellent delivery of it.
Right.
There's nobody that tells a better joke than Michael Collier. My hat's off to him. He is a joke teller. Most comedians don't tell jokes. We do bits.
We talk about life in a funny way.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this question. Explain to new comics why sticking to your time and obeying the light is important.
Oh, well, that's important, number one, because if they still do it a lot, there's a format. Your host, your opener, your feature, your headliner. And each person is supposed to respect the other person's time. Comedy is a 90-minute proposition. Anything over 90 minutes, 100 minutes, stretching it, people psychologically get tired of laughing.
Yeah, it's about a 90-minute attention span.
Comedy shows.
If you take an intermission, you can take it to 2 hours.
Right, but you gave those people a chance to revitalize, get a drink, smoke a cigarette, whatever, go use the bathroom. But if you go past 90 minutes, you start getting into diminishing returns. Unless they're there to see Dave Chappelle.
Huh? What'd you say about Dave Chappelle?
I said unless they're there to see Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
like, you know,
Dave Chappelle, he did 6 hours or 8 hours one time. And Dave Chappelle did like 8 hours at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, and then took the whole audience, whoever stayed, he took them to breakfast.
Yeah, shit like that. But then you're just there to see Dave Chappelle do marathon shit.
Okay.
Dane Cook did it when he heard Dave Chappelle did it, and then Dave came back and broke Dane Cook's record. So these are guys with big fan bases, and then the people who ain't their fans, they're just there, how does this guy talk so long? But what Paul Mooney said, at a certain point, it's not comedy, it's therapy. Come on, motherfucker, really? And I like Dave, but I ain't gonna sit there and watch nobody for 5 fucking hours.
Hey, D, let me ask you a question, man. This is P, man. I'm an up-and-coming producer / comedian. What's the best advice you can give to the new up-and-coming starving comedians, man, that's trying to stay on the grind and just get through it? What's the best advice you can give a brother?
Buy Black Comedians on Black Comedy. It's at Amazon.com. It'll teach you everything you need to know about comedy. And I say that as a commercial plug, but on the real, learn your comedy history. Learn the fundamentals of comedy. Learn who came before you. There's other books. There's How to Be a Stand-Up Comic by Richard Belzer. Read about comedy. Just don't figure, hey, I'm a funny dude, I'm going to go up and do my thing. There was a lot of people that have done their thing before you, and whoever you are, as a young comic, you have influences whether you know it or not. You come from a school of comedian, whether you know it or not. Like me, I'm more like, you know, the radical from the Paul Mooney school, who came from the Dick Gregory school, who came from, you see what I'm saying?
From the Lenny Bruce school.
Right.
So, okay,
you know, Tommy is a physical, Tommy, you do a lot of shit, but physical comedy, you come from a school too. We all descend from other motherfuckers. And so you can learn from that.
Yeah, I've always been like an animated storyteller. I've always been like an animated storyteller, sort of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're kind of a hybrid. You know, I'm not going to say Mantan Moreland.
Yeah, but I got more than one gear.
Yeah, no, and that's why I said that. When I said earlier, don't kill yourself, this is what I'll say to any kind. And
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by don't kill yourself?
Because you have comics that actually have killed themselves. Roy Combs from Family Feud killed himself.
Literally? You mean literally?
Killed himself.
You mean literally murder yourself, suicide?
Really murder yourself. No, I'm dead serious about this one. There was a comic I talked to, I'm not going to say his name, But I talked to this guy about 3 weeks ago, and he called me, and he was like in dire straits. He was saying he felt suicidal because he's been doing everything he can in comedy, and it just ain't really clicking for him. And so, you know, I figured I'd talk the guy off the ledge, but then I called the dude like about a couple of weeks ago, and his phone's off. So I really don't know what happened to the dude. But, and he's not black, so don't, you know, go running out trying to find out his brother.
You know what? That's so important what you just said. There's so many comics that go over the edge. Like Rich Jenny killed himself. I got another comic I came up with in Detroit my whole career since when I started. His name was Mark Steele. And he used to do this James Cagney thing and all this stuff, man. He killed himself about, you know, maybe 6 months ago.
Damn.
You know, he was living in Arizona. He was that brother that only, you know, he loved big, fat, white women. And, like, you know, we'd all get a chick. He'd get the big, fat, white chick. And he ended up having about, you know, 1,000 little mulatto kids with this fat white chick. And they lived in Detroit. Then they moved to Grand Blanc. And then they moved. He didn't. Last time I talked to him, he was living in El Paso, Texas. He had diabetes, and he was in a wheelchair, and he couldn't walk. And he couldn't really do stand-up. And I thought my life was hard.
Now, did he kill himself? Because the reason Jenny killed herself and the reason Combs killed himself was because their careers did not go the way they wanted them to go.
I believe that was the core thing with him ultimately.
Okay. The reason I say don't kill yourself, and I really will repeat that over and over, because I don't mean that flippantly. When everybody goes into comedy, everybody wants to be a big star. That's what everybody usually wants when you get into this. You have expectations, and you're living in a what should be world instead of what is world. Not everybody's going to be a big star, and it doesn't have anything to do with how funny you are. It could be the timing of what's going on in the world at the time, the mood swing of the audience. Has the audience been dumbed down, or are they looking for smart shit? Are they looking for a certain brand of comedian at a time? Who's getting pushed? Who's not getting pushed? Who offended who? Who fucks whose girlfriend? And that's why you got blackballed. Okay. I mean, there's a whole lot of different factors that you cannot control as a comedian. But if you're going to kill yourself behind whatever profession fucking does that. What, fireman,
a guy jumped off.
Police guys do that.
Isn't it true that there was a comic a long time ago and something happened with Mitzi at the Comedy Store and he jumped off the building next door?
Right. I'm trying to remember his name. Lupetkin. His last name was Lupetkin. He jumped off the Hyatt Hotel.
The Hyatt.
And he tried to land on the Comedy Store and go through Mitzi's office and land on her. That's what I heard the story was. The fucking long runner, fucking wild coyote bullshit. And this motherfucker ended up splatted in the driveway in between the two buildings.
D, check it out, man. I hear that you got a really hot comedy night going on in downtown. Well, not downtown, but in southeast San Diego. Is that true?
Yeah, we're doing Tina's down there, and we're trying to do it once a month.
You said Tina's?
Yeah, Tina's. Like
Tina apostrophe S.
Right, like the brother that played Ginger on Gilligan's Island. Yeah.
Right. Now, Tina's used to be Sins a long time ago, right?
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah, Tina's used to be Sins, and I guess Floyd used to have it back then.
Wow, we are going back. Yeah. Well, you know your San Diego history.
Yeah. So, well, actually, you know, I used to live here with my grandparents. I was the Fresh Prince of San Diego. But we got to move this along. So when is your next show at Tina's?
I wish I could give you a date. I'm kind of a middleman.
Okay, you're a middleman.
Yeah, so what I would do is I will text you or call you, and then you can go ahead and announce it. But you did an excellent job, I heard. You know, a couple of the other guys, not so much. But, But just jumping back real quick, and I know we got to move it along, and I want to plug some other shit too. But don't go into comedy thinking if I don't reach this point, I'm going to go ahead and blow my brains out. Because the bottom line is you're going to get groupies, you're going to travel, you're going to see the world, you're going to make money, and it's a great life. And whoever kills himself behind perks like that, fuck you. Go ahead. What we talking
Well,
about?
thank you for being on the show, D. Militant, man. You one of my favorites, old school. You funny. You my friend. I respect
Thank
you.
you.
You got great writing skills. You a beast, dog, and you're heterosexual.
And yes, I am heterosexual. And go to Amazon.com and get Black Comedians on Black Comedy. Get Comedians Laugh, Be a Lady, and get Pimp Down, The Rise and Fall of Cat Williams. And I heard he's coming back now because he did some great shows in Boston. And so hopefully he rises back to the top. God bless.
All right, man.
All
Well,
right,
thanks
brother.
for blessing
Thanks
us,
for
D.
coming.
Militant.
Thank you all for having me.
All right.
So yeah, P man, that was very insightful.
That's what I need to hear.
Those are some good do's and don'ts. Like, don't kill yourself because most comedians are bipolar. That's why we comedians. There's something
I didn't know it was
going
that
on.
bad, man. I didn't know.
Well, you know,
shit.
it depends on why.
dude jumping off trying to land on the broad. I mean, come on, man. That's deep shit, right
Yeah,
there. I'll
yeah.
fix you, bitch. Ah!
Well, you thought it was
She
going to be a
moved.
soft landing, but that's why her name is
I mean,
Shore.
what does he do when he
Mitzi
Oh,
Shore.
she moved.
That's still Earth.
He landed in
You
her
thought it was
parking
gonna be
space.
sand.
Right? I mean, that's some wild shit. You only got one time to do that.
You know,
I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, those of you who don't know, Mitzi Shore is the owner of the Comedy Store in Los Angeles in Hollywood. Polly Shore's mom. That's who that is. Yeah, that's Polly Shore's mom. Yeah. And when Polly Shore's parents, Mitzi and the father, they had a divorce years ago, she got the LA club and he got the New York club.
what? That's what's up.
Yeah, I think she came out better, but you know, so yeah, man. So what's so funny, man? We gonna wrap it up. How much time we got?
We got 10 minutes. We gonna let my man do something?
Yeah. So Baby Lo, you gonna do something for us?
Man, first of all, I want to let these people know how to follow me, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Baby Lo, music artist.
Yeah, let me spell it for you because this fool don't know how to say nothing right.
Ooh.
It's BABEELOC.
Baby.
Not the Y. It's BABEELOC. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google me, whatever you want to do. That's me. Let's get it cracking. Now, what you
So
want?
that's like a baby lock, Baby Loke lock. It's like one of them leashes they have on the kids at the amusement park.
I spell it with 2 E's because there ain't no big Loke from my neighborhood. I'm the only one.
You the only one?
Yeah, so there ain't no big Loke, little Loke, baby Loke.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no like adolescent Loke.
Nah, you idiot.
We got adolescent Loke.
Tommy head so big. He step into his shirts like skirts.
Loke going through
That
puberty.
shit
So Baby Loke, man, you a beast at that reggae chant.
Yeah,
shit,
man, I've been doing it long enough. Shit.
And Baby Loke's actually kind of, funny. He got bags too. But right now, what we want to get from you is we want you to bless us with one of them chants, one of your flows, Acapulco style.
Acapulco style.
Hot.
Let me. Which one? Which one should I bust for him?
Man, bust that shit you be hitting in the shower.
We got
nigga,
Baby
that
Lo's
shit-
cousin in the
that shit when
studio
you be
too.
making some bacon and
You know,
eggs
you
in the
can't
morning,
see
you
him
like,
over here. You know.
Rip that
Which
shit.
one, Keyway?
When Mr. Pop into the place, I got them shoes up. Me make a see like for the bar for filling my pimp cup. Say when them my contact and meet the gal them get stuck. Me a decide which one me a go make famous before 2 nights up. Which one me a choose? Gal them to lose. Take it for the telly for the pony abuse. Talk 'em out the clothes, panties and the shoes. Big man that take them by the tools. Pump for the floor, bounce for the bed. Girl them try really pum pum red. Hands up, I'm the stick up kid. Bruise up, got flat foot to them head. When it would come out, gal them a bad. Me a the pum pum champion central. And nigga climb me, yell them fall. Suck so long, never get locked jail. Turns by the woman, never climb no one, never run out my room. Me love the woman, never turn me on, no scare, girl business, turn me off. Wah wah! Bad boy Bango
Don't hurt
Gondolera.
him like that, boy.
Buddy Boy Entertainment Artist Bango the music group. You dig that?
We got Slobber Ranks over here. Slobber.
And we got Rick Ross's stand-in.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
You look like a grown-up Gary Coleman.
You look like Heavy D when he lost weight.
You look like your face hurt.
You look like you Julia Childs' assistant.
You look like you been out drinking all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about what's so funny. So let me ask you something, P-Man.
What?
Let me ask you something. What's so funny about, like, your kid? About,
Which one?
you're how many kids you got?
Man.
You don't even know how many you got?
I'm 4 that I'm aware of.
You got 4, baby?
I got 4 of them.
Man, P-Man ain't shooting no blanks. I know what P stand for, penis. So, pecker, pregnant is what P-Man, P to P and P-Man stands for.
What, 90 days? They give you like 3 months off when you get a kid. Shit, I'm trying to get a vacation all year.
Yeah, P stands for physician visits.
That's how you do it. Well, the 2 is grown, so we won't count them old asses. But we'll go to my son, who is 4 years old.
Now, what's so funny about him?
This nigga? He out of control, man. He could dance. My son could dance right at the drop of a dime. You put some music on.
Okay.
And funny enough,
So
we was at the
he's
car show. He was sitting there like that. It started kicking in. He was like, but the dude, I mean, weddings, bar
So your
mitzvahs.
son is dope like that.
Yeah,
he's like
he puts it
little
in.
like Shabba-Doo.
Yeah, he
He's
don't
like,
play. He don't mess around.
He's like Kid Creole.
One of my best buddies, man, Keith, my nigga, what's up? He got married not too long ago, and my son came out there, man, nonstop. I think the boy put in about 8 hours of dancing. Came off and was looking around, got a shot or something, went back in there and was getting it in. Man, I was like, this nigga, boy.
Wow.
Nonstop. He even looked at me like, you ready to go?
Dang.
I was like, damn.
So your son probably got a real determined look, like he worried about.
Oh yeah,
your
don't cross,
problems.
don't come in his, don't
He
come
got
in his
that
space.
old man. He got that old soul, huh?
He be in there, he wasn't in.
That's hot, man. Yeah, my daughter's a dancer too. That's what's ironic. She does Cuban salsa, Afro-Cuban salsa.
Oh.
Isn't that ironic? Yeah, her mom is Armenian, so I was Ray J a long time ago. Like I was Kanye 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't make a sex tape because I loved her mama, but she was fine. It wasn't the Kardashians; it was the Karagosians. Yeah, she looked like Kim Kardashian back then, kinda.
So what you got coming up, man?
What I got coming up, man, I just got booked at Club Ladera. Next Wednesday, I'm going to be in L.A. at the Old Town House, headlining.
Okay. That's what's
I think
up.
me and Esau McGraw are going to be doing it on the 18th
Okay.
at the old school townhouse back in the day. Y'all remember that when Hope Flood used to be there with Juan Dexter. Then everybody had it. Joe Torre had it at one point. I don't know, Ricky Harris might have had it at one point. I mean, it was a lot of cats. Michael Collier had it at one point. He had it for a long time, him and Brooks. And so I'll be there. Like I said, I just did the Hollywood Laugh Factory last night, 2 shows. I'm going to be at the Beechwood Club in Pacific Beach, San Diego, working with Josh Nelson.
Yeah, know him. That's my man.
No, actually, that's the show on the 18th. Next Wednesday, I'm going to be at the Beechwood. I'm getting my dates mixed up.
It's a younger crowd.
I'm going to be at the Beechwood in Pacific Beach, San Diego, on Mission Avenue right off Garnett. Grand or something is just past there.
Okay.
It used to be Hooters.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there next Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen.
Giving it to him.
But I just got some other stuff. I just got booked on the 30th of September at the Townhouse. On the 30th, I'm at the Townhouse. Then the first week of October, I'm doing, what's that club? It used to be called Mixed Nuts, and now it's called Vintage Hollywood. And that's on Crenshaw.
There was a club called Mixed Nuts?
It used to be called Mixed Nuts.
Is that right?
Yeah, a guy named Benet, an African guy named Benet, used to run the club. And so, anyway, it fell off, and he's Mixed Nuts. And so then another guy bought it and made it Vintage Hollywood, Black Hollywood theme, like old Dorothy Dandridge, you know, Josephine Baker, whatever. And it's really nice.
Okay.
You know a comedian named Screw, host there. He's had it for 2 years.
Cool.
Screw is funny. On blood.
We got the
P-Man got cracking.
Now, P-Man, yeah, what you got cracking?
We got a show. I got a Raw show I'm putting. I do these once a month. These Raw shows I put together. We got one on September 19th. All right, we got some hard hitting. This is raw shit. We ain't coming with all that old cute comedy. We coming with some straight raw.
So it's raw.
It's straight
it's
raw.
Explicit.
Yeah, it's
It's
raw.
in your face.
Not so much explicit, but it's hard. It's good material. There's some thug shit in there a little
So
bit.
is it political? Is it irreverent?
Nah, it's street.
It's street?
We
Is
don't
it
play that
sexual?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it can be shit. I don't give a shit. I'm just, ringleader. We just whatever's happening. Got that
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's our show, right?
I think it is. Look at that cute.
So come back next. See, that's a different dude, man. You like a little kid right there.
That's my 16-year-old.
You like you staring at somebody's booty right there.
That's
like,
hot right there. See that? Look at what you know about that. Boy.
Now that's what's so funny about this show. That picture, man.
I don't know. That
Did they-
shirt.
did
We
they-
never did got back to that shirt, nigga. That shit. I ain't even looking at the motherfucking balls getting squeezed off and shit. Nigga, boy, you gonna fuck around you gonna have to have ball surgery and you get the shit cut off, sliced right here, boy.
You look like a Dominican in prison. That's your cellmate.
When you take that shirt off, did the tits form in the shirt still when you set it on the counter? Or
Why you
something?
look like Huggy Bear? You look like Snoop's cousin.
I'm telling you, man, boy.
Yeah, Droop.
I mean, do you take
Like he got Down
you
syndrome.
like a fucking energy
He's so
shake.
dumb. I asked him about the Dow.